Hello everyone and welcome to beautiful St. Petersburg, Russia for another edition of Fight Force. We're here at the very historic city and alongside a sold-out show here at Jubilee Stadium. And joining me tonight, he's no stranger to mixed martial arts, no stranger to commentary. I'm talking about the professor of trigonomics, Frank Trigg. We've got a great show scheduled tonight, 3 big main events. And I know it's your first MMA event here in Russia.
Yeah, you know, the first time I came to Russia, we went to Moscow, it was about 15 years ago. Everything's completely changed. Of course, I'm in a different city here tonight in St. Petersburg. And one of the things that made me a little bit nervous was that unlike in America where they open up the doors an hour before showtime, today they open up the doors a half an hour before showtime. I'm looking around at 6:30. I see no one in the crowd. I'm getting a little nervous. At 7:15, we're completely full. So this is an incredible event. 4,500 people came in here. VIP section is completely full. The upper tiers are completely full. And in today's economy, here in Russia, it's amazing that Fight Force was able to sell out this crowd, especially with the 3 main events we have tonight.
Yeah, it's the second big one. We've got, as I said, 3 big main events. One of those events will be Yulia Brezakova. Now, she's had a rough go of it, taking on 3 of the top 10 female fighters in North America. Tonight, she takes on a newcomer in Milana.
Well, you know, this is a fight of deceiving records. Milana's a 0-0, great judo practitioner, a little freestyle, American wrestling freestyle practitioner as well. She comes in at 0-0, but she's only 19 years old. With Julia, she's 3-3, but you have to stop and look for a second at her record. The 3 losses that she has are to the top 10 women, the 3 of the top 10 women in the world, and one of them being #1 in Tara La Rosa. And she was giving up 10 pounds, Jeff, during that fight?
Yeah, at least 10 pounds.
So we're talking about, it's a deceiving record of 3-3 and 0-0. These guys definitely know how to fight. Both these women are incredible. And I have to be honest with you, it's really hard for me to pick which one's going to fight. Most of you at home know I always try to pick a winner in each single one. I'm going to give the slight edge to Julia, but it's a very slight edge.
Now let's talk about another main event. We're talking about Vladimir Zinin squaring off against the USA's Jamil Masao. Now, Masao is one of those guys who's very deceiving. He comes in only 24 years old. This kid's already had 25 fights.
You know, 24 years old, 25 fights. It is very difficult to maintain that kind of pace, but he's been able to do it in such a fashion because he started at such a young age. And he trained, unlike me, we're starting in amateur wrestling, he's trained only in mixed martial arts his entire life and is incredible because of it. This is a guy that's going to be a guy you have to watch, not only tonight, but in the future.
Yeah, Vladimir Zinin, one of the Russian fighters who is very crafty. We've seen him in Bodog fight score just a monstrous knockout against Nick Aguilar, and he's really turning some heads, and this is going to be a great match. And of course, in the main event, lots of problems with Jeff Munson. He's never short of controversy, this guy is. Said he didn't get his passport in the mail. We did see the confirmation with FedEx. Nonetheless, Yarno Nurminen steps up to take on Ibrahim Magomedov, and this has a potential to steal the show. These are 2 heavyweights who are going to try to knock each other's heads off.
And of course, when I was commenting in Pride, I got to see Ibrahim fight, and he said some great fights. In my personal opinion, he was beating Krokop before he caught that left leg kick that Krokop is so famous for, putting him to the canvas. This guy's a lot better than he's really been showing lately. Hopefully, he's retuned himself. Now, you have to be really careful of his opponent. He was anticipating Jeff Munson, who's more of a lay and pray guy, more of a guy that's going to take you down and try to submit you. All of a sudden, he has a Swede who's going to try and knock you out. So it's changed his game a little bit, and he only knew 2 days ago there's going to be an opponent change. He's only had 48 hours to think about what's going to happen. This fight, even though it is the main event, and we always want the main event to steal the show, truly, the way that this the fight card is put together tonight, I think this could be the best fight of the night. Because 2 heavyweights not knowing anything about each other with solid records.
With that said, Frank, let's take it to the ring. You're watching Fight Force from St. Petersburg, Russia.